Today in higher learning, students are back on campus, which means it's time to get serious about picking a major. In the Chronicle of Higher Education, they interviewed several people, including academic experts and business analysts and economic forecasters. And there are 5 emerging areas of study, and we're about to learn them right now. Peter Kerwin is from the Rhode Island Higher Education Assistance Authority, and we're here to talk about the findings. Always a pleasure to see you.
Good to see you, sir.
So we're looking at a whole new list, a whole new class of 5 areas of study.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not going to run engineering and history out the door, but I mean, these are basically areas where colleges and universities are starting to put in these programs either because they're hearing from students who want to have it, or they're hearing from business people saying, we need to train people in these areas, you know, because these are the areas of the future. And they all represent kind of areas of study where it's an intersection of different disciplines. And the 5 areas are service science, computational science, sustainability, let's see, what sustainability, public health, and the other is health informatics, which sounds like something right out of the Matrix. Yeah.
You can't define that, can you?
You can, actually.
Oh.
It's fairly simple. I mean, basically, it's this idea that, you know, one of the things coming out of the healthcare debate is the idea of putting health information online. So that's going to have huge data analysis, you know, issues. And what you want is people who understand informational technology, but also realize how do we get healthcare information out to people.
I'll tell you the great thing about that, there's a lot of sciences that you mentioned, and science has been something that's kind of lagged in America, so I'm glad to see that's making its way up. Now, public health people are probably unfamiliar, or are probably familiar with some of them. What about the others?
Sure, the others, I mean, computational science is kind of interesting. I mean, it's just kind of a twin of computer science, but it's the idea that computer models are really driving a lot of research, and so it's developing computer models, whether to help forecast the weather or design a better potato chip. So, I mean, there's a lot of to consider there.
I like potato chips.
Yeah, well, so do I, and you want something designed right. The area of sustainability is environmental sciences. It's basically applying science to areas of, you know, new energy development. So, I mean, you get people who can be energy auditors or, you know, helping companies cut back on their energy use.
Now, I'm sure some students are wondering this, and parents obviously as well. What about the longevity of these majors? Will these still be relevant on the line?
Well, I think for many of these, absolutely. Just because, you know, the companies have come forward and said, look, we've identified a need here, and it's going to be out there for a while. So, I mean, they want people who get trained in this because they know they've got jobs to fill.
Peter Kerwin, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem, Sean.
And hey, listen, if you want more information about picking that right major or college-bound fund, go to our website. It's foxprovidence.com.